Hi, welcome to the latest edition of Between Two Ferns. I'm your host, Rama Screen. So- Sorry, I couldn't do that with a straight face. What up? This is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Between Two Ferns, the movie. Hey, before you watch this review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you would like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. Now, if you're not familiar with Between Two Ferns, stop watching this video, go on YouTube, specifically Funny or Die channel, and watch some of the Between Two Ferns segments over there, many of which had actually garnered millions of views over the years. It's basically a series of fake interviews, and I say fake because the celebrities who are the guests, they are in on it too. So what happens is that the host and the star of this movie, Zach Galifianakis, would just straight up insult his celebrity guests right to their faces. Think of it like the comedy stylings of Triumph, the comic insult dog, or like a roast by Jeff Ross or Lisa Lampanelli, but way meaner. My favorite one was the one with Bradley Cooper. Oh man, trust me, alright? Go over there and watch those Between Two Ferns segments right now and then come back here for the rest of my review. But if you are already familiar with Between Two Ferns, you will be glad to know, or I'm stoked to share with you, that this movie version is fantastic. It doesn't deviate from what makes the web series hilarious, and the humor is consistent. This is not one of those comedies that starts out strong but then goes downhill halfway through. No, not at all. And you gotta stay and watch the post-credit scenes because there are more of those celeb interviews that will have you rolling on the floor, I guarantee it. Zach Galifianakis dreams of becoming a star of his own network talk show, but after an accident involving Matthew McConaughey, his dream becomes unlikely to ever happen. That is, until he makes a deal with Funny or Die head honcho Will Ferrell, who discovered Zach's public access TV show and uploaded it online and turned Zach into a viral laughingstock. The new deal is that Zach will have to get his crew on a road trip and complete the series of high-profile celebrity interviews, and in return, he would get his opportunity to be a talk show host on TV, not the internet. I want to say thank you to Netflix for granting me the screener to this film. To be honest, I was a little worried as to how they were gonna pull this off. And you know how it is with road trip movies. They are a hit and miss. It all depends on the objective or the goal that the characters want to accomplish from said road trip. In other words, the story that surrounds it. Lucky for us, Zach Galifianakis and director Scott Aukerman put the comedy front and center throughout the entire 1 hour plus 22 minutes runtime. So even when there's not much in terms of the story, the comedy picks up the slack. By the way, this is mockumentary style, and the situations that they come up with while the characters are out on the road are consistently silly and outrageous. The supporting characters are also quick with their jabs and their smart-ass remarks and their comebacks. And they insert the celeb interviews every other 10 minutes or so, which is great because there's never really a downtime per se. By that I mean the comedy never hits the brake pedal. The jokes are fresh and sharp and unapologetic. From David Letterman to John Legend to Brie Larson to Paul Rudd, the cameos in this movie are filled to the brim. Of course, much of this movie's success is thanks to Zach Galifianakis, who is not afraid to make fun of himself. He doesn't mind taking shots directed at him, and his obsession with those silly plant ferns cracks me up. This alter ego version of himself, I mean, the last time I saw something as brilliant as this was when Stephen Colbert created an alter ego version of himself for Comedy Central's The Colbert Report. He obviously shed that personality once he got that Late Show gig. But back to Zach. If prior to this, you never really thought of him as a funny man or a comedian or somebody that makes you laugh, Your opinion of Zack will drastically change after watching this movie. If you're looking for a more substantive story arc, this movie may not be your cup of tea, but if you're looking to just sit back and watch something on Netflix that will get you laughing your ass off out loud so hard you can't breathe, well, it doesn't get any funnier than Between Two Ferns, the movie.